Okay, so basically the back surface there, okay, the back of that thing is an anechoic surface. They've put slats there, so it's partly reflective, but the back side of that, behind that, is this absorptive material like egg crate, right? So it's absorbing the material, the sound, right? Then if you look at the front of the ceiling, those things are architecturally called clouds, right? Okay, did you notice that the ceiling is angled and hard and smooth like that, right? Those things are designed to reflect the sound from the speaker in the front of the room to the audience, right? And so some places, those are just like some acoustic, this is probably like some architect brought this up from some plan. This is like a cookbook design. So basically, you've got reflective surfaces on the ceiling that reflect the sound so people can hear it, but you don't want an annoying echo off the back wall, right? So you make that an absorptive surface, right? And then you don't want it totally absorptive because that's a little bit weird, right? When you put your ear against it, it felt weird, didn't it? It was like suddenly one ear cannot hear anything, right? Like normally it can, so you're like, that's weird, right? And so what they do is they put those little slats of wood, and the slats of wood are supposed to reflect some of the sound, so it's not totally dead. The Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall has the same thing. They've got these selective acoustics, right? So they've got some absorption, some reflection. When I went to school at Macalester College, the concert hall there had these adjustable clouds, so they had the reflective surfaces. You could move them up and down, and then even better, you had these side panels. The sides were like a mesh. Behind the mesh were curtains, and if you wanted the place to be acoustically pretty dead, like you're going to play jazz musicians don't like a lot of reverb, right? And so when they're playing jazz, they pull the curtains. You couldn't see them, but they'd pull these curtains that would absorb the sound. And when they were singing like Renaissance or medieval music, we could make it sound like a parking garage in there. Isn't that cool? And they're going to redo that space. They're raising money to redo it. Let's go back to the ranch.